Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2020 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last half of May. Welcome, everyone. I hope everyone is staying safe and well. At least as much as you possibly can, not taking any unnecessary risks. Thank you to those of you out there watching who continue to go into work every day uh, and support, everything that it takes to keep the rest of us going here. So, this reading is for the Earth sign of Virgo for the last 2 weeks of May. That's Virgo sun, moon, rising if your Venus is in Virgo, or if you're a cross watching for Virgo as well. Watch all of your signs if you know them and if you can, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, because as you know, general readings usually resonate a little differently for everyone. And watching all of your signs can bring in more information. And sometimes, your rising sign will resonate more for you in one area of your life than your sun sign will, and et cetera, et cetera. So watch them all if you can. If this reading resonates with you, or if any of them do, and you'd like to reach out and take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading or information on that, just click on the description link below, click on that little arrow that will pull down some info and contact details. You'll see my email address there, Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. Feel free to reach out to me. I can usually respond to your initial inquiry with more information the first day or the first 24 hours. And setting up a personal reading is done in a pretty timely fashion. I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent at working with everyone's schedules and my own to get readings out to you or scheduled with you as quickly as possible. Okay, Virgo, let's see what the last half of May is holding for you. For those of you who need to know or want to know, I am using the Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti. Okay, Virgo, we begin with the Four of Cups the Eight of Cups in reverse. Followed by the Fool. We have the Ace of Cups, followed by the Hierophant. From the bottom of the deck, overall energy and focus for the last half of May is the Knight of Swords. So your overall energy, your overall kind of focus is the Knight of Swords. This is the Knight of Air. Information, truth, knowledge, wisdom, perspective, words, communication. So this Knight is kind of rushing in or rushing out with some kind of news, information, messages. This is somebody, I feel like something has occurred to you, and it looks like it's because of something that you've heard or some kind of perhaps new news or information that has been brought to you, or perhaps you've gone in your search to get more insight or clarity or find out something. You have come across this, and it looks like it's changing your mind about something. And what that something is, it's a general reading. It could be work and career. It could be, we have the Hierophant here. It could be a religious path or faith. It could be a relationship. So there's some kind of news or information that you're holding now. And I feel like it's new and it's making you see something perhaps in a different way and causing you to make a different decision than you have made before previously. Because we have the Eight of Cups in reverse with the Fool. So in the upright, the Eight of Cups is turning your back on something that you have ultimately found to be emotionally disappointing, disillusioning, maybe a letdown. Uh, here this man, these cups represent something that perhaps he or she um, originally thought was going to be, one thing when you started drinking from them, and it's turned out to be something different. Some of the cups are still upright and full, which implies that maybe once you got into this thing, whether it's a relationship or a job or some other kind of thing, uh, that, you came to a point where you felt, you know, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. I'm a bit disillusioned by this, so I'm going to turn my back and walk away from this thing because it's not really what I want. And the card that comes after this, the Nine of Cups, is the wish fulfillment card. So here in the Eight of Cups, you're turning your back and you're walking away because you don't have that ninth cup, that fulfillment, that abundance, and so you're turning your back on it. But you got it in the reverse, Virgo. So this is this is, it's not turning your back and walking away, because I feel like this is perhaps what some of you had already decided to do, some of you had already done, or were in the process of making the decision to turn your back. This is I think this is whatever this situation or relationship is, you made up your mind to turn your back on it previously because you weren't getting the level of fulfillment and enjoyment and whatever it was that you were wanting from it. Because the fact that it is here but reversed represents that this is something you had already done or had already made up your mind to do. Now, clarifying it is the Fool, which is doing something different, maybe doing something that's a little risky, maybe stepping off the beaten path, doing something that you haven't done before, taking a chance, taking a step of faith or a leap of faith in not leaving this job, this person, this path, this project, taking a chance and turning back around again to look at whatever this is and go, okay, well, let's give this another try because of some information or news that this Knight of Swords has brought in. Let's clarify this Knight of Swords really quickly. It's kind of like you're doing an about face because of something you've seen, something you've heard, something you've realized. The Ace of Swords, a new perspective, a new bit of information, a new way of looking at something, or just new information, period. Because the Ace of Swords, information, truth, wisdom, communication. It's the beginning, the opportunity, because aces represent the number one. So the Ace of Swords comes in and presents something new, or presents a new perspective, or a different aspect of it. So you're seeing something for what it really is, which gives you the opportunity to create, to make decisions, to create perhaps a healthier reality for yourself. So that's what this Knight of Swords has brought in. Some kind of news or information that's caused you to look at something in a different way, in a different light, in a new perspective. And because of that, the decision you had previously made, maybe to turn your back on this, to walk away, to look for something else, you're now taking the chance, taking maybe a leap of faith because you're seeing it in a brand new light because of something that has come in. Right behind that Ace of Swords was the Three of Cups. So it might have been friends or a friend connection that's brought this in, or maybe a friend or somebody who's, I mean, the Three of Cups is kindred spirits, best friends, social situations, being out having a good time, but it just could be good friends that have maybe helped you look at something in a different light. Because of that, you're you're turning back around and going, okay, well, you know, maybe I'll take a step of faith. Could be a job, could be a career path, it could be a relationship, a love romance relationship, or a friendship. This whole thing, because we do have this Three of Cups here, it could be about a friend or a circle of friends, or it could be friends that were important to you and helping you see something differently. And so you're going, okay, I'm going to take a chance here. I'm not going to walk away, at least not right now. I'm going to turn back around and take a chance because I have this new information or a new perspective on it. So next to that, we have the Ace of Cups. So you have two aces here, clarified by the Hierophant. So the Ace of Cups can be new love and romance. It can be the beginning of a new emotional relationship. It can be the beginning of self-love. Um, the heart beginning to open up again, because the Ace of Cups is the Ace of Water. It's the beginning of some new path or opportunity in your emotional landscape, which is what Cups represents. And clarifying it is the Hierophant, convention, tradition, the status quo, doing something in a traditional way, religions, organizations, institutions, the establishment, doing something in a traditional or conventional way on a traditional and conventional path. So, because it's a general reading, the subject matter is going to vary to those of you watching for whom this resonates, but the energy fundamentally remains the same. Because of new information, a new perspective, a new way of looking at something, you have reversed a previously made decision. You were going to turn your back on something or walk away or leave it behind. But instead, you've made a decision based on this new perspective to take a chance and to begin, either begins again, renew something following a more conventional traditional path. It could be that you've met someone new. Maybe they're a little different than before, than your previous archetype. And you've decided to take a more conventional path in beginning this relationship or walking forward. I use relationship. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be, a project, a job or work situation. There's something that's come in which has caused you to look at this in a different way, Virgo. You're taking a chance. You're taking a chance on doing something maybe in a more traditional way, beginning that path. Interesting reading. Let's just pull a card to see what comes right after this. Just a little sneak peek here towards the end of the month or the very, very beginning of June. So you take a chance to start something new or renew something in a more traditional, conventional way or path, you know. So what comes after that? Oh, the sun. And the sun comes after that. That's beautiful. That's an uplifting of energy. That's a loosening up of previously restrictive energies. That's your spirit's lifting up after perhaps a bit of a challenging time because the sun comes out after night, after darkness, winter into spring, sickness into health, darkness into light. Um, Disbelief into belief and hope and faith renewed. It's an uplifting energy and it affects everything because the sun shines over and illuminates everything. It's very clarifying as well. So, beautiful reading, Virgo. Regardless of what area of your life this is impacting you in, it's great. You were disillusioned, something's come in, you're seeing it in a new light, you're taking a chance, stepping off a beaten path and going, okay, I'm going to see what happens here. Kind of walking in faith, basically. I mean, you have the Fool and the Hierophant together too at the bottom of both of those cards. This is walking in faith. This is taking a step of faith, on a new path, a traditional, and maybe even a more traditional path. And the sun shines because of it. It's quite beautiful and quite lovely. So, Virgo, that is your reading for the last half of May. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. It's very uplifting reading. Again, if this reading resonated with you, if any of them do, you want to reach out for a personal reading or information, just click on that description link below. Feel free to email me directly at Maggie, the number one McGuire at gmail.com. I would be most delighted to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the June 2020 general readings. I hope to see you back there, back here again at that time. Stay safe and well, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.